Yeah, it kind of feels like it is.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
So,
For sure. So, Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
was a little rinky-dinky hand egg game.
yeah, there was.
Yeah.
They tossed the ball.
Yeah.
They run with it.
I was so disappointed that I didn't see a single owl because it's the superb owl.
All right, guys.
Ladies
so
and gentlemen, that is my
next,
time.
next week, it will just be me.
Yeah.
It'll be basically like every
Sorry.
TikTok live I've done, and it's awful, but it's Devin's fault, really, honestly.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was funny. Superb owl. Owls are pretty cool.
I was trying so hard.
Give me
Oh
my credit.
God.
Give
oh
me
my
my
God, that was awful. I just realized that I don't have my watch, so I can't keep track. You got to pull up your.
127.
Okay, I think we probably started around 120.
Sure.
So we'll shoot for. Should we do like a shorter episode since we've done so many long ones?
Want to aim for 10 or 2?
10. Yeah, we'll do an 8-hour fucking crazy finale.
Yeah.
We have it lined up for like 4 weeks.
God, yeah.
So I'd say we just definitely go for like 2, and then if we feel
2
more,
and some change if needed.
yeah, for sure.
All right.
So the superb owl, as you put it, so awfully. Speaking of which, there was. Oh wait, that wasn't an owl. It was a bird, but it looked like an owl.
It wasn't an owl.
Shut up. That wasn't an owl. It was just
Owls
a bird.
aren't birds.
That was just a bird. I'm gonna have some motherfucker on TikTok.
Is that a chihuahua? No, it's a dog. No.
There's gonna be some TikTok motherfucker in the comments for that one.
I like how you
Owls
immediately
actually-
knew that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a clip for sure. That's definitely not. Owls aren't birds. Yeah, they're this different thing, and yeah, they're just birds. They just got no neck, no beak, nothing.
Necklace
They're just
birds.
goofy birds. Birds with double chins.
Underdeveloped birds. They didn't finish like loading in.
That motherfucker gonna pull a conjuring on you too and go. But
Anyway, so the Super Bowl.
yeah, the football.
Yeah. How about them footballs?
Love football. The sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love sports.
Did you actually watch?
Oh no, literally like the night of, I had just gotten off work, and then I took 2 exams when the game was starting.
Yeah.
And then I went to a friend's house because he was telling me that I needed to watch a movie called The Watchmen.
Oh, fun. I
Yeah.
like them.
And when I got there, it was right when it started.
When the...
It's the halftime show.
I was going to say, yeah.
So as soon as the halftime show started, I was there, and he was just watching it, and he was
Cool.
like, yeah, we're watching it.
Cool.
As soon as the halftime show ended, he just turned it off and was like, all right, Watchmen. He's a football guy, so I thought that was weird, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was a pretty good movie, but I don't really know much about what happened during the Super Bowl. I only seen one commercial. It was the McDonald's one.
I have not cared for the commercials since I was like 10.
I just thought it was funny because it had Kanye in it.
I feel you.
Kanye-zy.
Well,
Yay.
There it is.
Mr. West. He probably hates that name.
I would.
Mr. West.
But I guess since we both watched at least the halftime show, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Because it was all right, in my opinion.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying that it was great, you know. I don't think that there was really any problems with it. I thought it was good to see just because they had so many, like, LA, like, not just rappers, but, like, legends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had, like, people like Snoop, you had Dre, you had Kendrick. You know, it was... For it to be in that city, it just made sense. They brought out 50 Cent as a surprise, you know.
Anderson on the drums.
Anderson on the drums. A lot of stuff was going down in it. And I thought it was a good performance from everybody. I was just like a little frustrated. But maybe I'm virtue signaling, so I'll let you start with your...
Frustrated?
Yeah. Because it was kind of what I mentioned to you in the car. Talking about like what happened with Colin Kaepernick. We're only like a few years separated from that, and to be fair, it's like I can't criticize them for it too much because I'm sure that they got a big bag off of it, and it is a lot of just like promotion for them. But a lot of these same people were very vocal when Kaepernick was fired from the NFL and talking about how they were upset with their decision, to try and like silence his protests. And then they were just performing for the halftime show,
It's it was a weird spot to be in, but
The other thing that I thought was weird was that then you have, like I said, all these legends, and they have this big like choreography number, all this type of stuff. Then out of nowhere, Eminem pops out of the floor or something, and Eminem starts going, and then all the white fans in attendance just start going crazy because this is the part they were waiting for.
Yeah.
He's the finale because it's like the most recognizable for the NFL audience, is what I'll say.
Sure.
And it bothered me just because, like, even in the choreography, everybody stops kind of doing the cool shit, and then they just come flock to where Eminem is, and they just start like cheering for him like they're his like little fucking groupies. And I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way, kind of. Like, I understand it in terms of like they were trying to reach a certain audience, but it's like, I don't know, if you're gonna make this big deal about doing this big, like, pretty like progressive in terms of like the artists that they've selected, it's not, oh, hey, we got Travis Scott, but then we also got Adam Levine to fucking balance it. It's like we did a basically all hip-hop show, and they want to make it that big deal, and then for you to just kind of have
Can't have it too early.
some Michigan rapper be like the final. It just kind of felt scummy, and it, like I said, leads back to how I felt about like the Kaepernick thing. It was weird because you have like someone like Kendrick Lamar performing All Right, which is like this anthem kind of talking about like black struggle and kind of stuff referring to the Kaepernick type situation.
Yeah. It was cool to see him and his dancers pop out of cardboard boxes.
Yeah, that too. That was cool. I don't want to hate on it too much because it's like frustration, but since I'm not part of that, that's why I kind of said the virtue signaling thing. It's like, since I'm not really a part of that community, I feel like a lot of my criticisms of it don't really matter if people in the community actually like don't mind it or think that it is better. It's like one of those things where like I'm a guest in hip hop. A lot of people say that. So maybe it's like I'm voicing frustrations that aren't really there. It just rubbed me some type of weird way. But overall, I thought the performance was great. They put a lot of production into it.
Yeah.
Like we said, the choreography, the music was great. The selection, they had a bunch of callbacks, like Dre doing a bunch of like Tupac callbacks, especially to be in LA. I thought that was just like perfect.
I was expecting Tupac to pop up, just like,
Yeah, get a hologram.
oh, I'm not dead.
Whoa. Yeah, guys, I just got back from Cuba.
I was wondering this as I was watching, and then you brought it up in the car, but like the set, if you were actually in attendance at the Super Bowl, how does that look from the backside?
Yeah.
Because like only a handful of bits were took place in the back there, so you're just kind of staring at boxes, and then you have to refer to the actual screens to watch it
Yes.
all go down.
It really reminded me of being at like a wrestling show because, like I said, I grew up on like pro wrestling, and I've been to a few. And if you're on one that's like a live taping, you'll realize that a lot of the time, if you're the one on camera, you're not the one seeing the action because you're being seen.
Yeah.
And if you like want a certain perspective, it wasn't like when they did Travis Scott, and they just had one big stage in the middle of the field where then everybody around you can kind of see it. And that's what wrestling used to kind of do, is like you talk to the whole audience. But a lot of wrestlers nowadays know that there's a hard cam that's being directed on TV, and that's the camera that they only talk to, and that's the side of the arena that they only talk to because that's the one that matters on TV.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's like you're in a wrestling ring and there's this whole arena of people. You need to address all of them,
Yeah, and because of that, I will be doing the rest of the podcast looking this way. No.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's literally like if we, you could still hear us. You're getting that
Yeah.
part of the experience, but you're not getting the visual experience.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually now can't hear you.
I can hear you pretty faintly. You want me to speak up a little bit?
Yeah, if you don't mind just turning your audio up.
Yeah. So, damn it. But yeah.